Hi everyone, this is Frank Rich from Star Wars Autograph News. I'm here at MCM London, and I'm very happy to have with us today Katy Kartwheel. Katy?
Hello, Frank.
How are you?
I'm really good today, thank you.
Great, thank you. It's wonderful to see you. Have you done many shows? Is this
No, this is only my second one.
Your second show?
I know.
And how's it been?
Yeah, I mean, all the characters walking around is amazing. We just had an influx of Star Wars characters coming, so really tall Wookiees. I think they're standing on, like, stilts.
They must be.
They must be, right? Otherwise they'd be in the movie, wouldn't they?
Right, exactly.
You know, stormtroopers.
Yeah, it's fantastic. They do amazing work. Let's talk about your amazing work. What have you done? You've done so much already in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
Can you help the autograph collectors to explain what you've done, maybe, and how you got into the business?
Okay, so I got into it via circus. I'm a circus performer.
Okay.
So I got a phone call from my friend who works at circus school saying that a film needed a stilt walker, a short stilt walker, because I'm 4'10". And I said, sure, yeah, I'll go along. I didn't know it was Star Wars, but I went along and did a bit of walking around stilts in front of the creatures department, who I didn't know was for Star Wars at that point. And they kept asking me to come back. And they built up this character around me. Can you see this?
Yeah, perfectly.
So this is Hurid 327. So my feet are in there, I'm standing on stilts, and my body's in the shell up here. It was very heavy. So every time I went back in, more weight would be put on the stilts. I was wearing leggings with wires all over the leggings, making them look all robotic.
Wow.
And more weight was added to the top. You know, inside that shell, oh, someone else walking past there, very noisy.
Yeah.
I was in the shell with two levers. So as I pushed a lever forward, it made the arms swing. It was quite noisy because it was like, But yeah, so I had to do quite a bit of swaying from side to side. And here in 327 was walking away from Maz's castle as the three leads, you know, Harrison Ford, Ray and Finn. Oh, and BB-8.
And BB-8. Oh, that's a great shot.
There's a 4 leads, should I say,
Yeah.
walk past him. So a really glorious shot of here in 327.
And that was one of the first scenes we saw in the first trailer. That your character was one of the first.
Well done.
We saw of The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
That's
so
very
yeah,
cool.
he got a really lovely shot, about 6 seconds actually, in Force Awakens.
Oh, very cool.
Really, and in such forefront as well in the cinema, so
Very well
really
featured.
pleased with that. Yeah, a lot of people thought he was CGI'd, but all of that is totally real.
Really?
Yeah.
I usually assume it's CGI, and then I'm pleasantly surprised when it's not, because it does. When it's actually someone, and you can tell the story of the experience, it makes it that much better.
Yeah.
So what else you've done?
Oh, yeah,
That's just the beginning. You've done
That was
much
the
more.
beginning, yeah. So that was Force Awakens. Then Rogue One came out, which I didn't do.
Okay.
But then I got asked back on to The Last Jedi. And they got a load of people that were kind of 4'10", 4'11", maybe 5 foot, and smaller, and we all did these lovely caretakers.
Oh yeah, the Jedi team.
Now originally there were 30 of us, male and female caretakers, as in the characters were male and female.
Okay.
10 got cut completely, I don't know why, and then there were 20. But however, only 4 of us went out to Ireland to do the shoots up there on the island of Achtu.
Okay.
So that's me with the rake, and I think the Funko Pop that's come out is holding the rake.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I was raking up my stones there, and occasionally bending down to look at a stone to see if it was a crystal. You know, because it's a magical island and it's strong with the Force.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so some of that goes into the stonework around, and you don't know what magical qualities there are that
like
can be
that.
utilised, you know.
Yes.
And I walked up some steps, up and down as well. Really heavy head, robotics in there. So I had a puppeteer, you know, outshot, making the eyes open, close, mouth. Yeah.
It must have been very top heavy to keep your balance.
It was so heavy, the head. It wasn't really top heavy, but trying to make it move was really hard. So it was like forcing it round to get the head movement. But I didn't realise that when I was walking up the steps and then stop and have a look. Keep going again, really picking up the knees, you know, to make it bird-like. Because they had bird feet. So birds really pick up their feet like this.
Oh, yeah.
So as much as it's also big and heavy and round, you're also like picking up the feet really quite fast. Yeah, yeah. But occasionally, if the puppeteer closed the mouth, I'd lose all vision.
Oh.
And my air supply as well.
I hope it didn't happen too often.
Well, it depends who's puppeteering you, how nasty they're being. As long as you've treated them well, it's okay. But I love doing the caretakers, and Ireland was beautiful. And I was very
looks
lucky
like a beautiful place.
I was lucky to get out there. Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
And then after The Last Jedi, we have Solo. And you were in Solo. Not a small character. You had
character.
a fan favorite for sure.
One and only Rio Durant. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I was in that. I was in the full costume, and I was wearing his head, but they'd cut out like an H shape, if you like, so I could see, which was amazing. And I had airflow coming down, so I was in heaven.
Oh, nice! Right.
After doing, Cured 327 and The Caretaker, honestly, I felt so lucky to have sight and be able to actually see what I was doing. It was amazing.
There must be a luxury that you don't often get.
But all you see, all the costume I was wearing and moving, and like all creatures, it was very restrictive. And I didn't have this movement. I could go so far. I couldn't do this. I could kind of get to here, and that was hard. I could only lift my knee up a certain way, and I had to swing. I changed seats at one point in the hauler, so I had to jump up on the chair and then swing across using a bar out to the other seat.
So this isn't just anybody could do. Your background as with a circus must have really played a part in this, because there's so much more than just size or height. You have athleticism that adds to this.
The aerial stuff I do in the circus was really important. And we spent like weeks rehearsing for Rio, even before we got to costume stage, on like a scaffold frame. So imagining it was the inside of a ship, and there was all bars that had been made, and we had like a table that was made to look like the control desk, and so I was just putting moves together on just R&D'ing really for the concept of him. So we did that for ages, and then I came in one day and they'd done the exact dimensions for the hauler, all in scaffold poles, and where the chairs would be placed, and we spent quite a while figuring out how I'd move from one seat to the other, how I'd then fly down the galley, which he didn't end up doing in the movie, but we still R&D'd it all. And I got some very intimate scenes around the campfire with Woody and Alden, and Chewie.
Those are some nice scenes. In that character, there had some very memorable moments in that.
Really,
asking about the girl, and it was a cool moment.
Because Rio's like an amazing chef, isn't he? So flipping pepper pots and flipping around frying pans. But at the same time, it was a very intimate scene. Some quite important dialogue going on. So it had to be a combination of flipping things around, but not getting in the way of the dialogue as well. But he's got a great moment where he, jumps up onto, top of the trench and goes over to get something in a box. And then flips back down. We tried all sorts of ways of getting up and down out of the trench. So I worked closely with the stunt department. And I was actually trying to cartwheel up out of it appropriately. It didn't make it into the movie. We spent so long trying to get that stunt. And with the restrictions of the costume, it was so slow trying to do a cartwheel. So I couldn't throw my arm over. And also couldn't really lift my knee up. So trying to step up onto like a high box and then up onto the trench and then get the arm over. We did it, but it must have not quite had the pizzazz that Rio needed. Very disappointing.
What was it like seeing yourself on screen for the first time?
Okay, so I saw Cured 327, so Big Red for the first time on screen, and I didn't really realise how big it was until I saw it in the cinema and the penny dropped, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a really big deal. It's a massive movie, and it's the first time that had happened to me, and I was pretty blown away.
I bet.
Totally blown away.
What was your take on Star Wars before you were in The Force Awakens. Were you a fan in any way, or just aware of the films?
I was just aware of the films. I thought it was really cool, but I had no idea the amount of work that went on behind the scenes at all. So when I first started going in for rehearsals, and I saw the amount of work that was going in to make Chewie's suit, that each individual hair has been, knotted into that suit. And it's constantly replaced, and they're constantly curling the hair. And I had a go curling the hair on Chewie's suit.
Really?
I was out in the Dolomites, so I'd been flown out for Rio, out to the Dolomites, and I spent some time with the girls there that do the hair for Chewie and Rio's hair at that point. And I was on standby, so I had the curlers out, and you sort of wrap it like that, and then you kind of go up and down, and then out, and it just does a nice
cool.
shaggy. And then you've got like blow-dried version, shaggy version, muddy version, of all sorts of different versions of Chewie's suit.
The amount of work that must have gone into that.
The amount of detail.
Yeah.
Neil Scanlan wants everything, perfect. So even though with Big Red, as he's walking, we only saw kind of this bit of him. Like 360 around him was perfect. Every bit of painting, was just spot on.
Amazing.
Neil Scanlan's got very high standards. Which is what makes it so amazing. I mean, the creatures are incredible, aren't they?
Yeah, the details. And somebody will probably, one of these shows, you'll see yourself walk by and they'll put in just as much detail because the fans do these amazing costumes. After 2 shows, we're almost at the end of MCM London for the weekend.
Yeah.
So you just about finished up with your second show. What's your take on it all at this point? Where you're feeling brand new to it, at tables, meeting fans, signing autographs. What's it been like for you?
Well, I really love talking to people, and I really love bringing some happiness to others. Because I did the first couple of movies, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go to conventions. Really, I'm just here to work, and I didn't know whether it was work as such, coming to a convention. And then as the movies kept on coming out, and I realised just how big it was to people, how much it meant to people to get an autograph and to meet people from the movie, I was like, you know what, I'm going to share the love, because it really does mean something to people.
It absolutely does, and we thank you for coming out and enjoying it. Well, Star Wars is so much more than films. It means a lot to so many of us, and big or small, whatever role someone has in making that come to life for us, the people that enjoy going to the films, watching them, and collect autographs, whatever part you had that's important to us. So when you do take the time to do the shows, for whatever the reason is, and we get to meet you, get your autograph, it means so much. It's not just a checklist on I got her autograph and the interaction. So many fans say the autograph is a memento of the time I spent at the table. Could be very brief, but that time I was in contact with somebody that helped bring Star Wars to life.
Yeah,
so that's it means a lot.
Because when you've got, people love collecting things. It's at that moment where you've got human-to-human contact.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm sure they know more about Star Wars than I do.
Yeah, probably.
Well.
But
so I get a bit ashamed.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I'm like, how do you know all of that?
You could talk to Angus or Garrick behind me, and when they first did shows, they were the same way. They're all the same. You learn from doing those shows. You'll learn. Mark Hamill, you'll learn more from the fans about the films than you did making them.
And that's amazing. And you get to see the familiar faces of people who come around collecting.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really lovely. Now I feel like they're my friends.
Yeah. You'll see a lot of familiar faces going forward. All right, Katie, I want to thank you so much for your time today, and I really do hope you enjoyed the weekend, the time that you were here, and you enjoy the rest of it.
Thank you very much, Frank.
Oh, you're very welcome, and may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
That was wonderful. Thank you.